After speaking with so many Iranian Americans for this series, I still had one more question. What do people get wrong about LA's Iranian American community?
We only get a few faces. Terrorist, kitschy or campy.
Our stereotype is that we're very lavish parties, lavish decorating.
Gaudy, the rich.
But we don't get to be our whole selves, real people.
When I left Los Angeles, I really began to realize that in the rest of the US, most people don't know anything about Iranians. And for them, Iranians are total strangers that they see on TV that are angry and burning things and chanting death to America.
The Muslim world, we're not just all, violent or terrorist people.
All they heard about Iran was terrorists.
Obviously, our community is sort of negotiating stereotypes between either Argo or, we have 300, which has
Shahs of Sunset.
And that was the last one I was going to mention.
Shahs of Sunset.
Shahs of Sunset.
The Shahs of Sunset.
This season on Shahs of Sunset.
More attitude.
Ladies, you're in my shot. It's my birthday.
I've never related to those stereotypes.
For Iranians, it's become so humiliating. I mean, that's the only thing they're associated with. And it's not like that doesn't exist. I always say it does exist, but there's so much more than that.
That were the Shahs of Sunset. I love that show. Hey, let's Americans see that we can party too. Let them see how, Iranians are fun people. They bring tiger to the party, you know what I mean?
LA's Iranian community is incredibly diverse.
Persians are very deep people. They're very poetic. They're very kind.
We are Iranian. We're just like everybody else.
I've been here since I was 3 and I'm a practicing attorney.
Every one of our ethnic as well as religious minorities are well represented here. We do have a large Armenian community, the large Baha'i community, the large Jewish community.
Every single class of every certain interest and vocation and gender, sexuality.
What people get wrong the most, they associate Iranians with money.
There is a wealthy population, but most of us do not have money, and we've very much had to struggle to survive in California.
Now, how do you identify yourself in terms of Iranian American, Persian Iranian? What kind of language do you use?
I say Persian because that's what I heard growing up as a kid.
It's a very complicated question.
Most people who hear the word Persian don't actually even know what it means. I think Persian just sounds like something exotic and they don't even realize it is Iran.
So I think a lot of people, maybe first generation folks who might have immigrated here, perhaps doesn't want to use the term Iranian. We can reclaim that and repurpose it and be like, and make it cool.
For me, being Iranian isn't just my connection to that country, but being Iranian is also about being a part of this mosaic of cultures in this country. Having people know that I'm Iranian is an important thing for me, partially because at this moment in time we are so discriminated against. People feel like they have no image of what an Iranian is and they can't even imagine meeting one. I think it's important to represent Iranians and to point out that they're also doing all these other things too.
You just watched the last video in our Untold America series about Iranian Americans. Make sure you watch the first 3 videos in the series too. There's breakdancing, Persian ice cream, videos of me as a baby. It's definitely worth it. Also, we have another great AJ Plus explainer channel called Because Facts, so make sure to check them out too. And let us know what stories you want Untold America to cover next.